And in the last few years, we have been tested a long time on our western border. I think things are a little different now. I'm sure you'd agree. That a few things have happened in 2016 and 2019. And we have been tested. We are still being tested on our northern borders. We have today the image of a country which is willing to do what it takes to defend its national security interests, which is a very, very, it is a very forbearing country. It is a very patient country. It's not a country which goes around picking fights with other people, but it is a country which will not be pushed around. It is a country which will not allow its basic bottom lines to be crossed by anyone. Sometimes, as I said, it's a very polarized world. Your polarized world is a nice way of saying different countries try to pressurize you. They urge you, sometimes they use some pretty strong words. Now, how do you stand up for your interests? And sometimes the interests of others who may not have the same ability and strengths that you do. And we are seeing that today. I think the pressures which have come with that are also a moment when frankly, our sense of independence, our sense of confidence is tested. So when we are seen as independent, when we are seen as not just only standing up for our rights, which we should and we are, but also becoming a voice of the global South. You actually had last month a consultation process as part of the G20, and this is the first time it has ever happened. We, as president of G20, at the level of Prime Minister, myself, Finance Minister, and Trade Minister, and Environment Minister, we actually, in the space of a few days, had a consultations with 125 countries. 125 countries of the global South at the Minister, Prime Minister, President level, so that we want to go into G20 saying, look, there's a large part of the world which is not sitting on that table, but they have legitimate interests. Somebody needs to speak up for them. So India today is perceived by the rest of the G20, not only as a voice of independence and I would say self-confidence, but also actually as a voice of the global South.